but it's the only way that I can go back into the kitchen and do what I need to do as long
Mhm.
because my water didn't break or anything in that moment. You just
Hello, everyone. You're listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby, a podcast dedicated to exploring the personal and emotional journeys of parenting. I'm your host. My name is Medea. Today I have Daisy, full-time working mom and mother of one. Daisy, welcome to the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Of course. We're going to start with something called the Fast Five, where I ask you five questions back to back, and you answer with the first thing that comes to your head.
Okay, go for it.
All right. First, biggest pregnancy craving.
Ooh, I actually didn't have any pregnancy cravings.
Really?
Yeah,
Nothing
yes, I
McDonald's?
was ex nothing. I was able to eat, you know, anything without it being a major craving. It was just
Okay, you got
normal.
lucky. You got lucky.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Which is worse? You run out of diapers or you run out of wipes?
Diapers, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because you can't make, well, I guess you can make a diaper out of something.
Yeah, but then you have to be quick with thinking. I wouldn't know what to grab.
Okay, true. True, true,
So,
true. One word to describe labor, one word to describe parenthood.
labor, exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
Parenthood, mm, challenging.
Good. Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
I think I've gotten challenging before. That
Yeah,
is, yeah, that one's a good
I feel like that
one.
has to be a common one.
Yeah. Favorite baby product you can't live without.
I would say my baby's bouncer. He loves it.
Okay, what is a bouncer?
It's he's kind of lays on this product and it's just, I mean, there's really nothing to it. It comes with like a little bar attached to the top with like two toys hanging from it.
Hmm.
But it's the only way that I can go back into the kitchen and do what I need to do as long as he's in there with his two little toys dangling from the bar.
Okay, does it bounce?
So, and he's just like, um, himself, I guess. Now he's gotten to the point where he can bounce himself. He moves his legs.
Hmm.
But he's essentially laying down. It's not one that he's sitting on. No, he's just kind of
Oh,
laying on
okay.
it. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so this keeps him distracted so you can go do your thing.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's a good one. Last question for Fast Five. Most unexpected joy of motherhood.
Ooh. All his smiles. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
The first time that I saw him smile back at me, oh, that was the best part.
because they're doing it for the first time. And it's
Yeah.
such a
Yeah.
authentic way of expressing yourself, just a smile, and
Yes.
you get to see his first one.
Mm-hmm. And it so happened to be that it was obviously during a late night, and I was just rocking him, trying to make him go to sleep. And, he wasn't tired, but it was like 3 a.m. And he just randomly looked up at me and smiled. And I was like, is this your way of telling me that everything's going to be okay? Like,
Oh,
so
that
yeah,
is so
that I
cute.
have to say that.
That is so
Yeah.
cute. All right, on to the questions. What was
Mhm.
the most surprising part of pregnancy or birth that no one warned you about?
Um, Pregnancy, I feel like I got a lot of warnings about everything. But after, I want to say it was about a day or two postpartum, my legs and feet swelled to a size that I have never seen before. And I
I've
don't
never heard
remember
that.
anyone telling me, yeah, I don't remember anyone telling me that that was going to happen.
Hmm.
I do remember people like, oh, during pregnancy, like fingers, toes, feet may swell, but nobody told me afterwards. That
So how
I
long
was
did that
quite shocked when I
last?
saw that. Couple days, honestly, it wasn't even a week. I remember just ordering compression socks from Amazon and I was like, oh, I need this. And I feel like maybe 3 days at most. But yeah,
Okay.
it caught me off guard. not painful or anything. It was just, whoa, what is this?
Yeah, your body went through so
Yeah.
much. It's probably just like the
Hmm.
fluids and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Can you describe the moment you realized that you were in labor?
Okay. I remember specifically. It was 2 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember waking up because, when you're pregnant, you constantly have to go to the bathroom. And I was like, I really don't want to get out of bed right now. So I'll wait and let's see how long I can wait. Then I started feeling awkward pains, like cramping, and I was like, oh, this is weird. So I was like, maybe
Hmm.
I should just go. So and then I'm like, okay, I guess I'm in labor. Like this is the
That's
time.
it. Just
So it was just
you knew.
yeah. Mm-hmm. And then ran back upstairs. Well, I didn't run, but went back upstairs and I had to wake up my husband like, oh hey, you know, it's time.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I always picture that moment. I'm like, how do you know? But I guess your body just knows because the pain is
Yes.
so different.
Yes, it's definitely people always say you will know.
Hmm.
Because my water didn't break or anything in that moment. You just kind of your body's telling you like, okay, it's time. Of course, we
Hmm.
waited like an hour. You have to time your contractions to make sure because I do know women can go into false labor. Um, but I had my little app and it was like, no, you need to go to the hospital now. And I was like, okay, well, let's go.
Which app
And
did
yeah.
you use?
Uh, Ooh, it was called something contraction.
So
Yeah,
you were
and I know
using
it just
that to time it.
yes, you just enter it and it kind of keeps track and then it tells you, okay, well, it's time. So that's what I went based off of. And well, it was right because when I got to the hospital, they're like, "Yeah, you're staying here." So,
Okay,
yeah.
very cool. What were some of the most memorable moments during your pregnancy?
Uh, I would say the first time I felt him kick. Yes.
That's a good one.
Well, the first time I guess it was right before the actual kicks, but you get that little butterfly feeling. And I remember I was at work and I was like, was this him? Like it felt weird. I was like, oh
Hmm.
my goodness. And I still remembered exactly what I was doing when I felt that little sensation. I was like, oh, that's him. Like that's definitely him.
Did you know
So
it was
that
gonna be
has
a
to be one of
boy?
by then, yes.
Okay.
I had it came out in the blood work,
Hmm.
when they do like all these tests and they did tell me like, oh, the gender will be in your blood work. So, if you want to know, look at it. If you don't read your results yet.
Hmm.
Um, and that's how the gender yet was confirmed. So,
Oh, okay. Because some people
so
wait
by
and don't find out.
oh yeah, I as a first time mom, I felt like I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I
Yeah.
I wanted to be as prepared as possible, so I needed to know the gender.
I think I'm the same
Yeah.
way. I'm gonna be like that too. What's been your biggest I have no idea what I'm doing moment so far?
Oh. Honestly, that first day we got home, where my husband had the carrier, in his hand, and we looked at each other when we went into our living room and we're like, what now? Like,
What do we
what?
do with this thing?
What? I'm like, what's next? What do we do? Like, he was sleeping and everything in there. We're like, well, we have to take him out. We can't leave him in there. And we're like, so now we just have a whole life to take care of. And yeah, I want to say that was like, where we both just kind of looked at each other like, oh, okay, this is crazy. Like, you
But
know?
I have no idea what I'm doing, but you figure it out one
Mm.
step at a time.
Yes. Hmm. Yeah,
Hmm. What's
definitely.
one piece of advice you heard about motherhood that turned out to be totally wrong?
So I would hear a lot that, your life will change. And of course it does, but it was coming more from like a negative perspective, like, oh my goodness, like you're not gonna sleep the same, you're not gonna be able to go out whenever you want, or like, things like
Hmm.
that. And it was like, I don't think so, honestly. Like, I feel like there hasn't been much change. Yes, we're taking care of, you know, our baby now, but we're still able to, do what we want. We're sleeping now. I mean, he sleeps through the night. It's not,
Hmm.
a forever thing. Um, so yeah, I would say that. I would feel like, there was no negative change to our life. We,
Okay,
we're
that's
slowly getting
good.
it,
Yeah, it's about
so
balance. Some
yeah,
parents don't know how to keep that balance, so maybe for them it is a huge change and it's
right.
negative, but for
Yes.
others they figure out how to keep that balance.
Yes. Because of course everyone's experience is going to be different. And it just so happened that for us, our life was continued to be good,
Hmm.
if anything better. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I would say.
I like that. What's something you wish more people talked about when it comes to birth or motherhood?
With birth, I feel like anything that anybody told me was pretty accurate.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't say there's anything about that. Mm, I would say to be patient,
Hmm.
that it takes a lot. Um, you're now not only thinking for yourself, you're thinking for somebody else. So, like people, I guess, need to be aware that it's okay sometimes, when you feel like you're not doing something the right way or what you think is the right way.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like every type of parenting style obviously is what works for you. So, people I feel like need to be more open to different experiences and, what people go through instead of narrowing it down like, oh, this is the one path that we should all be following. No, you know,
Yeah.
it's it's a broad way of doing something, with your child or whatever works for you. So,
Hmm. Every parent is
yeah.
different, every child is different. There's not one size fits all when it comes to parenting.
Mhm. Yes, right.
Final question.
Hmm.
What advice would you give to mothers and fathers listening right now?
Um, I think it kind of goes into like what I was previously saying, you know, be patient with yourself. Everything is going to be okay. There's days where you're definitely going to be confused, tired, but it gets better. 100%, you know.
Hmm.
As whether, you have the full support system that you need, you're going to be okay. Like, all the little what would I say? All those little things that you think are bad at the moment, it's not it's not long term at all. So
Hmm.
it gets better.
The hardest is in the
Yeah.
beginning, right? Like the
Hmm.
hardest, and then
Yeah,
it
of course.
gets easier and
Yeah,
easier
you're
as you figure it
adjusting.
out.
Yes.
Hmm.
You figure out what how you want things to go and then you kind of take it from there day by day. So that's what I would say. Yeah, of
Incredible. Daisy, thank you so much for coming on.
course.
And listeners, thank you for tuning in. You've been listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby. Have a great rest of your day, everyone.
You've been listening to Baby Steps, sponsored by Oxford and Soho Baby. If you're in the market for a new crib, glider, dresser, or more, we'd love for you to check out our line of furniture. Head over to oxfordbabyandkids.com or sohobaby.com. All links are within the show notes. For more information as a listener, enter the code PODCAST10 for 10% off your total purchase, plus free shipping on all orders over $799. Thanks for listening and tune into our next episode. Bye for now, and remember, every step is a step towards progress. We hope today's story gives you the confidence and the assurance that every journey is different, but we do it together.